This morning I was contemplating about reading the gospel, reading the first reading, the second reading, and then it was reappearing to me. A vision was appearing. Where are you laughing? Talk about it. So the vision was saying, talk about the demon, talk about the demon. They say, but you know, I have no idea of the demon you are talking about. No, there are a lot of demons at St. Bonaventure. No, that is not the area I'm so much competent. I want to talk about, talk about the demon. My dear brothers, today is a special day, a fifth Sunday of ordinary time. And we are given the readings which gives us hope, even in times of suffering. We are given the way we should look at life, that we shouldn't be so much pessimistic, we should be optimistic. Sometimes we are weighed down by difficulties, persecutions, misunderstanding, misquoted, misunderstood. And we lose hope and trust in God. This is what we see in the first reading. The book of Job is one of the wisdom literature and is a didactic poem intended to refute the Jewish ancient belief that God rewards the good and punishes the wicked in this life. It is what we call retribution theology. God punishes those who do wrong, and He rewards those who do good. And this is the question which Job is struggling with. And we want to answer this question. God tested Job, and he passed actually the test. It is a question which we wrestle with each and every day. Why do the innocent people suffer? And in today's chapter, we hear Job looking at life that I will never see any good. I'm just like a donkey, like a hired person. Actually, even a hired person is better because he can sleep at night, not me. When night comes, I'm longing for the night, I cannot sleep, he's restless. And when day comes, I want it to be night. Have you ever experienced that situation in your life? You are in difficulties. You are in a scandal. All has come to a standstill. What is life? What is there to live for? I give my own example. Before I talk about the donkey, my donkey, or my demon. I talk about my demon. When I was a student here, 94. 1994, I was a student here. I came here in 1992. I was in the first year in 1992. So, something happened. And 10 of us were asked to leave St. Bonaventure. And I was one of them. 5 went home, then us who were told, you go in a community for 1 year. Now, when that information came, brothers, can you sleep? When your dreams are shattered, you want night to come, and night comes, you cannot sleep. You are thinking, how are the people going to look at me? What am I going to say to my parents? What about my parishioner, those I said I'm going to join priesthood? What are they going to do? Day comes, you see the brothers talking, you think they are talking about you. And I never saw good in anyone. I looked at the formator who did this and looked at him as an enemy. Have you ever experienced such? You have just failed 2 exams and you are failing to sleep. Just 2. Or the commentator just told you, I think change your ways. I think the way you are going, you stop sleeping. You see the commentator looking at you, you lose appetite. What am I talking about, my dear brothers and sisters? It is those moments when we are at our lowest point. This is where Job reached. And he never went silently. He lamented. Why did you create me, you God? Why should misfortune be on me? I look this side, there is no hope. This side, there is no hope. I will never see good in my life. But Job lost everything. Almost everything. The family, friends, cattle, all he had, so he lost almost everything. But he never lost the trust and hope in God. He never lost that. He never lost trust, hope in God. What am I trying to say to you and myself, my dear brothers? What have you lost that cannot be restored in your life? What have you lost which cannot be restored in your life? If you have that trust and hope in God. There are times, like I said in my story, where you see life is meaningless. What is there to live for? All things which gave me my identity, my aspirations. Maybe it is in your home, mom and dad. Disappointed, let down, but never lose the trust and hope in God. What have you lost which can never be restored? And in the end, what are we saying about the book of Job? Why do the innocent suffer? Why do we suffer? Sometimes God tests us. He do test us if we have trust in Him. So, how is our trust? If we have trust and faith in Him, we are tested. So that we can have that blind faith in Him. On my own efforts, I cannot save myself. That's why we suffer. 2, we suffer Even when we are so perfect, we are not perfect. There are small things which we do. There are some small things which we do here and there. We suffer so that we can be purified. Suffering purifies us. They purify us. And thirdly, our suffering can only get meaning in Christ. Why did he suffer? He was innocent. So the mystery of suffering, the mystery of retribution can only be answered through the mystery of the cross. Why did he suffer? So that he can give meaning to our suffering, because even in his suffering and death, there is resurrection. So, our suffering can only get a true meaning looking at the life of Jesus Christ. One person came to me, she needed counseling when I was in these countries where people are even so courageous, even in the confession. They will tell you, I thought, Father, I'm experiencing ABC. Then I said, no, I know the life of Job. Then she told me, I'm tired of this job. Every time this job. Wherever I go, they tell me, Job, Father, I'm tired of Job. What has passed through is unfair, Father. I cannot stand it. And wherever I go, it is Job. Job is not solving anything. When I had the cross, I said, Mom, look at this cross. This was an innocent person. Look at the way he died. You are saying what you have passed through is unfair. This person, the way he died. Is this fair? An innocent person to die the death of a thief? Is it fair? My dear brothers and sisters, most of the times we say it is unfair. What I'm passing through, but look at the cross. What happened to him? Is it fair? Is it fair? Just a small wound. You go further tonight, I need to go to a hospital. You look at the cross, is it fair? Courage. In the gospel, like I said, my dear brother, suffering purifies our trust and hope in God. That is the message for today. Then in the gospel, leaving the synagogue, Jesus went to the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. It is a day where it is a Sabbath, and after giving instruction, because the Sabbath was a place of learning. It was only for liturgy of the word. No music, no singing. And after that, when he finished on the Sabbath, he went to the house of Simon and Andrew. Now Simon's mother-in-law was sick with fever. And immediately they told him. He went there. And he came and took her by the hand and lifted her up. Lifted her up. I think it's one of the miracle where Jesus did it so much. He just lifted her up. And she was cured. they say the verb here, lifted her up, is like the word used for resurrection. He raised her. He was raised. She was raised. Now for me, my concern is here. In times of suffering, we need to touch others. They need our hand. We might say, why do the innocent suffer? What are we doing about it? Extend your hand. Help the other brother. Help the other sister. This is what Jesus did. And immediately when she was healed, she started saving them. Keep this word. Saved to save. Saved to save. We are all saved so that we can save other people. Saved to save. And she immediately started saving them. We are to save our brothers and sisters in one way or another. We need to raise them up. Raise your brother. Lift your brother. Lift your sister. Lift your parents. Lift your children. Raise them up. That is our role. That is the healing, to raise others up. That is the healing. We are not saying healing is making people on that wheelchair who were born like that to start walking. That is not the healing we're talking about. The healing here, to raise this person up, is to empower these people. You have empowered this particular person. Not that he's going to throw the wheelchair. That is the healing. Raise someone up. Lift the other brother. Do we do that, my dear brothers? Lift others. Most of the times we fail. Instead, we press them down so that they can go down instead of lifting them up. And after Jesus did that, the brothers came to him, the disciples, and other people were coming with demons and what, and then he healed them. And what is a demon? It's something which brings harm to the community. Anything which brings harm to the community is a demon. Brother, if you are bringing harm to the community and confusion, you are a demon. We have so many demons at St. Bonaventure. The noise neighbors. The noise neighbors. We are the champions even before kicking the ball. That is a demon, brother. We have that demon of comparing. The conventions are doing this, the Grapchin are doing this, the Ofm are doing this. Brother, that is a demon bringing confusion to the commenters. Destroy that demon. We have that demon among us sleeping in the chapel in the morning. That's sleeping in class, that is a demon, brother. We have so many demons gossiping among ourselves. That is a demon. The demon of starting each and every day, and your eyes are red, but the same mark. Are you standing for the other brother or just... matched the exhortation with his action. He never divided the soul and the body. He will heal in wholeness. He never divided that. You know, there was this student. He bought the new book, the new edition, so that he can be studying. And then, the chair is not okay. The formatter gave him a nice chair, a nice table. And he sat there, the first day sleeping. It is not the book. It is not the seat. It's not the desk. It is you and your motivation. You put what you learn, you assimilate what you learn, they become part of you. No matter the instruments we use, they will never matter. We'll give you internet 24/7, you will sleep. And in the end, sometimes you know what we suffer with. We want to see our valueness being judged by our usefulness. No. You are valuable as you are. You are valuable as you are. Because sometimes we forget. We want what I do as a formatter. I want this to become myself. I become the job itself. No. What I do, sometimes even in our family, you work and work and work and work, and then you see that thing is that what gives you your usefulness. Not at all. You are valuable. Let us pray today. When Jesus healed, his brothers came to him. No, they are looking for you. No, let us go somewhere else. Let us go and preach somewhere else. Selflessness. When they praise us, I think we want to be there forever. You are in a parish, people praising you, you are the best pastor, and what, and we don't want to move away, is it? You want to remain there forever. Let us go. Not where they are praising us. Let us go somewhere else. Detachment. And the following day, he goes in solitude. Whatever work we are doing, we need a break. We need a break to go and recharge our spiritual battery so that we can give ourselves better. Go and recharge your batteries, spiritual batteries. Some of us, we want to work. We want to start. Have a break. Go in the chapel. Go in solitude. Most of the times, most of us who are religious, we don't want to face ourselves. We don't want to go into solitude, a time to consult God. If Jesus was praying, what about us? We want to find time to align our will to the will of God, so that we see as God sees. We judge as God judges. We perceive as God perceives, aligning our will to the will of God. Find time. That's why we have retreats, the correction day, so that we recharge our batteries. There are some of us who are, if I don't do it, no one will do it. You will die. There are some friars who are like that. Working. They are, because they are not doing it, they don't even go for holidays. They are afraid. They don't want to lose the parish. Otherwise, the Kamuturo will go. You have mental breakdown. And the friars are not going to say, or the sisters are going to say, she was very hard working. They say, she killed herself. She killed himself.